Scoring at home. Again, another tremendous college basketball game. Really fun to be a part of. Both teams, I thought, really played really hard. Made a lot of different plays. Happy that we were able to get the stops when we needed them and make the plays when we did. I thought it was a total team effort. Obviously Ramon Galloway was exceptional offensively tonight and made some really big plays. Not just in getting buckets, but I think when and how he got in the dunk was big. I think we really got our team and the crowd into it. The big three hit out of the timeout after that was a big play. But total team effort. We did not do a good job guarding the dribble. They really spread us and hurt us early in the first half. We're driving us too easily. And I thought Lakeem Jackson, we switched him off, and he did a terrific job guarding the ball. And we made the plays that we needed to make. And so, total team effort and, really good win over a very talented team.
This one boils down to second chance points. You expect to get as many as you did off top.
Well, we need to get some second chance points. Just kind of how our team is designed. It's important for us to do a good job on the offensive glass and get those points. And so any time that we can do that, I think it helps us.
Darrin, could you just speak a little about Sam and about how he's really finishing his games these days? Third three-pointer, third win, that kind of thing.
Yeah, you look at a young man. He has 28 and 6 in a big game, and again, I think the biggest thing is he's doing what seniors should do. He's making them when it counts most. Whether it's the jumper on the baseline in the overtime, the big three, obviously, but a couple of key blocks, out of the 6 came late. As well, and just he's playing with a tremendous amount of desire to win, and really doing a good job for us right now.
For a young team, inexperienced team, the way they're playing down the stretch, even falling behind with 2.5 minutes to go, is that impressive to you how they're handling late games?
Yeah, I think I'm not totally shocked by it. It is, I think, impressive, but at the same time, we try to recruit guys that want to be in those situations, and a lot of that stuff late game. Some of it's experience and understanding the right play. I had a couple bad shots, and a couple defensive lapses, but I think we've got a group of young men that really want to win, and I think that's evident by the little plays that are made, whether it's a loose ball Malik Cook got, Bruce being willing to throw the ball back to guys when they're open, and those kind of things, and so. They've done a good job of that, without question. But I can't say I'm totally surprised by it. Because I think we got some guys that want to be in those situations.
How impressed were you with the team, and considering how many players were in foul trouble, especially midway through the second half?
Yeah, it's a little tough over there on the bench as a coach when you have so much foul trouble. But you really don't want to go zone because it hadn't been very good to you when you tried it earlier, and they've got a lethal shooter that hadn't got going. And you didn't want to get him going, and so I think you really got to credit our guys down the stretch in the last 8 minutes, especially of defending, with a lot of foul trouble with different guys. And we've been talking about the strength of our team is going to be our team, all year. And I think you look at the first half when we have foul trouble. DeMontre Harris and Bruce hardly play. Literally, DeMontre not at all. And 1 minute, and Eric Smith was tremendous. R.J. Slauson came in and did a good job. I don't know how many boards he grabbed, but he was active in there, hit a big shot, defended, and those are good signs, regardless of what class they are, when your bench comes in and contributes when they need to.
Darrin, you mentioned your defense. Can you talk about the last 90 seconds of regulation, maybe the first 2 minutes of overtime, and just maybe how much they turned up the defensive intensity?
Yeah, I think really we just guarded the dribble better. That's where we got into trouble while they shot such a high percentage in the second half. Early on in the half, they were really driving the basketball. Got a couple easy post touches late. And it's hard late game like that because you don't want to foul and give up an and one. I thought our guys made it tough, and Powell and Johnson are terrific post players. They were very capable of scoring. They were a major concern coming into the game. I just think in general we did a better job of guarding the dribble and doing the things we needed to do to be better defensively.
So much concerns about the interior defense at this point in the season.
We know that we're not going to fist fight with anybody on size in there, but I think they're battling. Our guys fight and compete, and that's really all we can do. And 6 block shots is pretty good post defense. There's a lot of ways to play post defense.
Darrin, kind of piggybacking on that, the first half of the second half, Arkansas was really attacking the basket, having their way. What'd you guys do to kind of blunt that a little bit?
Yeah, again, I think we challenged them a little bit. Wasn't anything they were running. Told them it was going to be hard for us to go zone. Wasn't about changing, what we were doing and changing things. It was about, actually guarding. And, I just think we did a better job of that. We felt like we were getting good shots. We were getting the offensive glass. And then obviously, I think they were in the bonus at 13. And, it wasn't too much longer after that we were in it. So you knew it was going to become a foul shooting type game. And, we thought we could stay aggressive offensively. We really just kind of focused on trying to get some stops and do a better job of guarding the dribble. We didn't extend quite as much as well.
Talk a little bit about the improvement in guarding against the three-pointer. That's been something that's been going well for you all SEC season.
Yeah, I mean it's supposed to go well for us all the time. It's supposed to be one of the focus of our defense is that you want to do a good job of trying to defend the three. And Clark's a terrific shooter, and I think Ramon Galloway had a lot of that assignment throughout the night. But Brian Richardson, when he was in, did well. Eric had him some. Bruce had him late game when we didn't want them to drop Bruce, so we had to keep him on the ball and had him chasing the shooter. And he just trying to make it as hard as we can. And some nights you do that, and they still make some. Jenkins did it to us a couple weeks ago because he's a terrific shooter. Tonight we were able to try to limit as many looks as possible just through trying to stay with them. Really nothing special.
Darrin, how do you stress the point to the team that yeah, they're in first place and all, but there's still 12 games to go in conference?
I didn't talk about being in first place, Dave. You said that. I just said we're going to come back tomorrow and get to work. Starts with going to class at 8 a.m., which we'll be checking. And you just you show up and you do your job. You show up and you practice hard and you go to class. And it's when you think you've done something that you're headed towards the fall. And I think that just trying to keep them focused on coming back the next day and going to work. That's what we're going to do.
Anything else for Coach?
Thanks.